In light of everything that has been going on, uh, what originally was just to me over the past few years now seems to be affecting everybody all around the world. To me, that's confirmation that things are changing. But in order for things to change, you need to hit like a reset button, and it seems like everybody's having a large reset button hit right now. A lot of people, at least in America, are not allowed to go to school, not allowed to go to work. A lot of large establishments are closed, and that is forcing people to stay at home with their families. This seems to be the biggest nightmare for most people during this time. It's like, wow, I have to get along with my parents, or I have to get along with my children, or I have to get along with my siblings. Yeah, this is something everybody has been putting off. I don't know, since the dawn of time. I'm not really sure. I don't know how long I've been here. However, these oracle messages they're called Blue Angel Oracle. It is under the guidance of Archangel Michael, but take it how you want. It does not have to be celestial for you. Right now, this is just something for you to listen to while you can't figure out why you are so miserable being stuck at home with your family. And this is maybe will help you. Maybe it'll just make you laugh. Maybe it'll make you smile. Or it'll help you distract yourself from the fact that you're trying to get your family to play a game with you and they just don't wanna. And that's usually there's one person in each household that is actually feeling that the most, while everyone else is happy to ignore each other and not really care. We're going to keep things simple. This is going to be just, again, a simple pick a card reading. From left to right, you have pile 1, 2, and 3. 2 being in the middle, 1 being on the left, 3 being on the right. Pile number 1. All right, you drew 4 cards, starting with the Sword of Orion. Look inside you. Maitreya, I am probably mispronouncing that, but that's okay. If I was perfect at this, then it would make other people feel insecure. That means wisdom of the ages. You also pulled the Wounded Heart card. Underneath that, that says love. And at the end, Healing Angel, peace. Okay, pile number 1, it does appear that you are trying to figure out why everything feels so painful, so hard, so difficult, and you're looking for answers outside of you. Everybody has been doing that. You are not alone. But right now, because you can't go to work, because you can't get away from your family, you can't get out of your household, you don't feel the liberties that you once felt a couple of months ago. Right now, the best thing you can do is look inside you. Now, no one knows exactly what that means. Honestly, it's up to you to decide what that means, but I can read from the book. So your first card, Sword of Orion, look inside you. This is the message. Beyond the horizon of time, there is a point of light from which all stems, yet it is not a distant place. Beyond the horizon of time, there is an eternal sound. Listen to your heart and you will hear it. Beyond the horizon of time, there is a sea of endless potential. You are full of infinite possibility. Beyond the horizon of time, there is a knowing that embraces all knowledge. You hold this knowing in your heart. Beyond the horizon of time, there is eternity. It too lives inside you. Whew. I actually felt feelings reading that. Beyond the horizon of time, and honestly, in my opinion, and again, everything is my opinion. What's true for me may not be true for you, but a good word to use is resonate. If this resonates with you, then you're on the right track. If it doesn't, you're still on the right track. It's kind of like buying a house. You have to look at a bunch of different houses before you find the right one. Beyond the horizon of time is a made-up concept. Time doesn't exist the way it does, well, I'll use the word heaven. Time doesn't exist up there in the astral plane, in the astral world. Time here is how we can just, I don't know, figure stuff out. This is when I'm supposed to do things. But you have all of this inside you. You have this knowledge. You just have to believe. And the second card, Wisdom of the Ages. You have been on this earth many times before, and you shall return many times to come. From each lifetime, you keep the most precious experiences, the ones that have made you the beautiful soul you are. You have witnessed humanity's unfolding and have experienced all there is. Your mother in this life may have been your daughter in another. You may one day be your child's child. You have experienced poverty and wealth, happiness and sadness, sickness, health, and yet through it all, you have essentially stayed the same. Life is an endless cycle, and you are your soul's endless enfoldment. Millions of Earth years have passed, and many more millions will come. What will the future be like? What shall it bring? Perhaps we will all see things from a different perspective. Perhaps we can start now. Friends and enemies, black or white, of one faith or no faith, is not everyone and everything worth loving? Are we not all, in essence, part of the same family? Yeah. Can you unconditionally love something that does not agree with you? That includes a sibling or a relative or a coworker. We're all supposed to be different. If we were all the same, that would be boring. Like completely, utterly boring. How am I supposed to experience something new or be surprised if I do exactly what everyone around me does? Can't really shock people if you're doing exactly what they're doing. We would all be saying the same words at the same time. It would be boring. And that's not the life I want to live. So moving on to card number 3, this will be your future energy coming in, or maybe possibly a realization that you're going to go through. Wounded heart. There may be some sadness at present, but this is also a sacred time. This is a time to reflect on that which really matters to you, and to cherish and treasure all that is meaningful in your life. In sorrow, there is also great beauty, for your sadness stems from a profound love, built of precious memories that live forever in your heart and the hearts of those you love. Know that nothing truly ends, for you and everyone you love are eternal. Life will continuously unfold, change, and transform, but it will never cease. Every ending is also a new beginning in life's eternal wheel. Life is one continuous cycle. All the events of your life and all those who play a role in it are a part of you forever. Life is an eternal spirit with no beginning or end. All is an ocean of light, a great sea of love. All is one. We are one, my immortal beloved. It hurts to see separation. It hurts to see that you are divided from those that you love the most, because basically they don't love you the way that you love them. They're not meant to. Because if they're not loving you the way you want them to, maybe you need to start loving yourself the way you want other people to love you. Now, this is something we learned in kindergarten. I think in the 1990s, we had a book come out saying everything I need to know I learned in kindergarten. People seem to forget that as they grow older. Why? I don't know. They just keep forgetting it. But after you go through this transition, it does look like that there is a healing angel around you at all times. And this healing angel is, if you look at the card, it's peace. It's an angel just holding this giant globe that it does look like the earth because it's blue, but really it doesn't matter. That blue orb that that angel is holding is pretty much taking all of the toxic energy that's inside of something and transmuting it into love and light. That's all they do. So it's like picking up a rescue dog, and it's going to bite you, but if you are patient and you love it no matter what, eventually it'll stop biting you. But it's going to bite you in the beginning. And this is kind of how people are when you try to love them. They're like, what are you doing? Leave me alone. And they bite. So in your future energy, you do have peace. And we're going to check on that right now, what the oracle meaning is behind it. The future is no more uncertain than the present. So you don't know what's going to happen. So don't stress about what's going to happen. Just be in the present moment, here and now, accepting life as it brings peace and healing. You can start to heal both yourself and our planet through acceptance. Yet acceptance does not mean that you give up on attempting to improve things. It simply means accepting that there may be a higher purpose to things even though we do not see it. Regardless of your situation, peace is possible now. It will never be any more or less possible than now. Life will continue its course, driven by a will higher than our own. Little we do will ever change that. And yet, we can change our perception of our circumstances and surroundings, and this will make a difference. Essentially, look at where you are right now, and instead of focusing on how awful it's getting and how awful it's going to be, focus on how you can prevent reacting in a very harsh way to your current situation. And that'll bring you peace. Right now, it's all inner work. Everybody. Inner work, inner work, inner work. And I believe in you. So, pile one, I hope you enjoyed your message, and thank you for listening. Pile number two, the 4 cards that the Blue Oracle wishes to share with you. The first one is Grace and Gratitude, release. The second is Sacred Earth, health and vitality. The third one is Shambhala, golden age. And the fourth one, Blue Earth Angel, higher vibration. What I'm getting from pile number 2 is you may be part of the ground crew that's on planet Earth right now, the angel crew, if you want to call yourselves that, or you can identify as a fairy. To me, it's all the same. It's all just vibration and energy. But you are going through a period of increasing the vibration of yourself, and that's going to translate to increasing the vibration of those around you. But in order to do that, you need to show grace and gratitude, and you need to release all these emotions that no longer serve you. So under grace and gratitude, we have, it's funny, I just took a deep breath and it makes sense. I breathe out all my frustration and anger and breathe in the light and love of my soul. In peace, there is wisdom. I am peace, I am wisdom, all is well. That sounds like a very good mantra for you to say to yourself. If you're struggling to just function normal right now because of the situation the world is in, this could be a good mantra for you. I am peace, I am wisdom, all is well. Just don't fall into the ego trap. Your wisdom may not be the same as someone else's wisdom, so don't start pushing what you think is true on somebody else. It doesn't work. Trust me, I've tried. It's not a good thing. Let go of frustration and anger and express the love and light that you truly are. You are a beautiful soul, a beautiful friend loved by so many. Why cloud this love? Let the real you shine through and be grateful for your life and the many blessings that you receive each day. Gratitude will lead you to a peace, and peace will in turn lead you to abundance and joy. Focus on the good things in your life and everything else will fall into place. Beyond thought, there is a knowing that embraces all knowledge, a knowing that does not divide nor keep one truth from another. Let's pay attention to that. Beyond thought, there is a knowing that embraces all knowledge, a knowing that does not divide nor keep one truth from another. Again, what's true for you might not necessarily be true for someone else. So you can't force your truth onto somebody else. Remember, we still have free will down here. Within this knowing, you will find all that you thought was missing. Within this knowing, you will rediscover your beautiful soul. Yes, you're going through a period of self-discovery right now, and you have to acknowledge how amazing you are without anybody else telling you. I know it's hard because you're looking for that acknowledgement, and right now you're not going to get it until you acknowledge yourself. It's a challenge, but this particular group is up for that challenge. It's actually probably what you were brought into this life to do. Love yourself unconditionally. Good luck. It's hard, but you're going to do it anyway. If it makes you feel any better, no matter what you do, you're going to reach it. So take comfort in believing that thought, and it'll carry you much further. And the second card we pulled up was Sacred Earth, health and vitality. And I like this card because it has a beautiful tree with stars going straight up through the roots. Now there is a star, a beautiful blue star on the top, and then stars going all the way down into the earth where the roots are in the tree. I like to imagine this as the light from source. Some people call it God, other people call it the universe. Pick a word, whatever resonates for you. In my opinion, in my perspective, it's all the same thing. Yeah, you are anchoring the light that's coming in literally from source right now. You're anchoring it into the earth. This is your job. You're like the second wave to come through to do this. The first wave already did it, and they went through hell, let me tell you. This first wave of people went through so much trauma alone. A lot of people were alone during this process. You are, I would consider, the second wave to go through, and the people who did this in the first wave, whew, no clue what we were doing, not at all. And we're just like, we just believed it was going to be okay. And we waited a long time. And most of us had no clue that this was a real thing until the past couple of years. A lot of people have been aware of this process for 50, hundreds, even thousands of years. And we're so grateful to them because they have literally passed on the knowledge for years and years, and it's finally coming to fruition. But you are right now sacred earth. Let's see. I may not even need to read that, but I'm going to anyway, just because I feel like it's story time and sometimes people just want to hear a comforting voice. Okay, sacred earth. Now I see the secret of making the best person. It is to grow in the open air and to eat and sleep with the earth. Oh, that's from Walt Whitman. Smart guy. You can find healing and inspiration by connecting with the earth. Nature's healing energy will bring you peace and balance your body, mind, and emotions. You can connect with nature's timeless wisdom anytime, anywhere, even if you are indoors. Simply close your eyes and imagine yourself surrounded in nature's beauty, perhaps on a sandy beach, in a lush green rainforest, or within the sacred heart of Uluru. Breathe nature's soul and healing light. Imagine yourself as a waterfall or a majestic old tree. Feel yourself flow like water and your branches sway in the breeze. Feel yourself nourished by the fertile earth beneath you. You are one with this sacred planet and forever loved by nature. That's beautiful. That gave me feelings. Oh, feelings are hard. And that's what I've been spending the past X amount of decades mastering, is understanding why I feel emotions no one else feels. And that's okay. Some of us are just designed to be hypersensitive to that. The trick is to not get angry at everybody else for not feeling the way you do. This is beautiful. I'm looking at the card. It just screams birth of the divine feminine. It's Mother Earth or Mother Gaia, pick a word. Just, wow, it's like she's surrounded by flames, but at the same time just fine. Just anchored into the earth and growing and receiving the sunlight that it needs. Like, this is a tree. This is the planet we live on. And it's in the, like, I do believe earth is a divine feminine energy. The earth is our mother. It's what gives us food. It's what keeps us close. It's what keeps us safe. It's what prevents us from floating off into space and becoming just nothing. Now this is a beautiful card. And that means we're headed, this is your future energy. It means we are headed for the golden age. And no, I don't know exactly what that means yet. We're all just going to have to figure this out together. My soul is a sacred space through which I create endless abundance. My thoughts and ideas are not restricted by time or space. You are entering a period of creativity and abundance. This card signifies a golden future which is soon to unfold. You will have many wonderful experiences accompanied by feelings of deep fulfillment and peace. This is a creative and most productive time through which you express and manifest your inner vision. Keep focused on your dreams and they will manifest. You shall feel inspired and your positive energy will inspire others also. Express the love and creativity that is within your heart and you will experience great joy. At times it will seem as though heaven has truly descended upon earth. Heaven on earth. That's an amazing concept. And it's very difficult for people to share with each other what heaven on earth would feel like. Do you know why? Because everyone has a different idea of what heaven on earth is. All right. And that's okay. I think everyone deserves their own bliss and happiness in their own unique way. And eventually, people are just going to start gravitating and vibing with the people that like what they like without caring or bothering other people that want to live heaven on earth in their way. Seriously, we can all make this work, but it's just going to take some patience. And, well, that's what group number two is going to help accomplish. They're just going to show love and kindness no matter how angry people around them are. They're just going to be kind. This is your job. But mostly you have to be kind to yourself and let yourself blossom and release all of that anger and frustration that you've had inside you. And it's very difficult to release it without projecting it onto somebody else. But you're a unique group, and you have the ability to release this anger without hurting somebody else. It's kind of a universal law. Do whatever you want without causing harm to yourself or others. This group has probably spent most of their lives harming themselves because they don't want to hurt other people. So there's a lot of self-harm that's happened in this group, and that's okay. There's many different versions of self-harm, and all you need to do is forgive yourself and know that that was a learning curve. That was a process you had to go through. But you're headed towards a much higher vibration as we look at the fourth card in this group, the Blue Earth Angel. Higher vibration, and she is standing in her power. Just, yep, look at those wings, looking fantastic. Okay, let us see what this message is. I am a luminous eternal essence. I am a sky full of endless love. I am forever with you, for we are one. You are expanding your awareness and evolving to a higher vibration. This great vibratory shift is part of humanity's natural evolution. It is occurring alongside rapid technological change. Time seems to be going faster and faster, and the days and years fly by. This is why you feel overly sensitive and emotional at times, and why there is so much fear and confusion in our world. Looking back at our history, we see that great change usually occurs in times of conflict and upheaval. We seem to be in that right now, except there's no conflict because everybody's at home. So stay home and stay chill. Don't worry, there's plenty of toilet paper. Looking back at our history, we see that great change usually occurs in times of conflict and upheaval. Perhaps these conditions are necessary in order for major change to occur. The beautiful angel on this card is here to assure you that all is well and unfolding as it should. You are safe, and humanity is on the right track, even though at times it may not seem so. Some outdated structures in our global fabric may need to fall, along with some outdated views and mindsets, but this is a necessary part of our evolution. A new era will soon be born, one of higher awareness and great love. You are a part of this new world. Yeah, group two, you got a pretty important job ahead of you. And that's literally to learn how to love yourself, appreciate every lesson you've learned, and grow. And you got to do this internally, because once you release everything inside you that has caused you so much pain and harm, once you've forgiven yourself for not being this perfect person that everyone made you believe you had to be yourself. And it's okay to not know who you are. I still don't exactly know who I am yet. I'm still working on it, but I've made it this far. I haven't hurt myself. I haven't hurt anybody else. I simply released everybody with unconditional love and kindness, and I still showed gratitude, which was very hard to do, to know that you're surrounded by people who are just perpetually lying to you, and just say thank you. In all honesty, they were meant to do that. You had to learn. I had to learn, and I've learned so much up until this point, and I still don't have all, some people think I have all the answers. It's like, I have no idea what I'm doing, I'm guessing. I just have faith. And faith is the strongest thing I have. And I am so grateful for my faith, because there are now many more Blue Earth Angels waking up on this planet. And it's going to be a party. That's the future that I see for all of us. It's going to be a party. It's going to be fun. Everyone's invited. Yeah. Okay, group two. I'm proud of you. I know you're going to go through some shit. It's going to be okay. And you're going to get through it no matter what. I made it through, and it was terrifying. But you're mainly just looking at parts of yourself that no longer serve you, and you release them. That's all. Bless you. Pile number 3. I thought pile number 2 was angelic, but pile number 3 is for lack of a better term, celestial as fuck. Whoa. The first card you pulled was Peace Angel, acceptance. The second card you pulled was Wings of Light, positive news. The third card, Michael Descent, joyful empowerment. And the fourth and final card is I am Angel of Manifestation, wealth. This group has been on their spiritual journey for quite some time, it seems. And holy shit, have you done some shit? You've literally been doing your job for a long time. And it looks like rewards are coming. Now, it's so hard to believe that because I've been told in so many readings that my rewards are coming, and they manifest in the form of more lessons. They manifest in the form of more things coming at me that were just a reflection of how I saw myself that I needed to release. And I know those are rewards, but they don't exactly pay the bills and help you live independently. But that's okay. This group looks like they've been doing exactly what I've been doing. If you picked pile number 3, you may have been in this first wave of what the fuck just happened to my life, and I'm just gonna stay chill. And wow, and your past energies, you accepted this a long time ago, whether it was over the past 6 months, the past year, or past 5 years. Everyone's spiritual evolution and journey is in their own time. But you've been on this for a while. Basically, you've been eating everybody's shit and not getting mad at them to their face. You've shown it. You've tried to be honest, and they didn't care. And you're like, okay, you've already accepted. You've literally accepted that you can't change a single person. The only thing you can change is yourself. And we're just gonna get right to the messages. You stayed peaceful. So the first card, Peace Angel. Peace is always beautiful, courtesy of Walt Whitman. You will find peace when you learn to love and accept yourself as you are. You've already done this. Congratulations, by the way. Very hard to do that. How you see yourself usually determines how others see you and react to you. So what you see in the world around you is really your own reflection. Surrender your negative thoughts. Your fear, hurt, and anger can be healed through love. Holding on to these emotions serves no purpose other than to keep you stuck in a cycle of pain and suffering. Accept and love yourself as you are without condition. Count your blessings and not your faults. Let your beautiful heart be filled with light. When you let go of your desire to change things, a beautiful transformation occurs. Just be love. It seems you've already done this. Congratulations. You did one of the hardest things in life. You probably rejected some sketchy offers. You've probably walked away from just horrible circumstances that didn't serve you just to go into another circumstance that also sucked, but you knew you couldn't be in that energy anymore. You've done this already. You've accomplished this. You've stayed peaceful. You learned and you've already evolved. Currently, it looks like positive news is coming in with the Wings of Light card, and it looks pretty awesome. Positive news, man, that can come in so many different forms, and it's frustrating. So the best way to accept that is to release your expectations of what you think positive news is. Don't hold on to one particular construct of what you think good news is. Positive news could just be you coming up with an idea and then doing it. Positive news could just be today wasn't shitty today, like awesome. Like it could just be that, or it could be something huge. It's really different for every person. But the good news, the universe is inside you. For you are the luminous essence from which all stems. Let us give thanks for this eternal blessing and great mystery. Yeah, the great mystery is that life is one giant surprise after another. And if your life has been full of horrible surprises, I get it. Mine have been too, but they've also been moments of joy that were just, whoa. And the biggest moments of joy that I've experienced over the past few years were when I was alone, completely alone, and just thinking of a potential future that would be amazing for not just myself, but everyone around me. I was like, wow. Like I've cried. I have full on cried by myself thinking of how amazing this earth and this planet is and how I see this planet as the Garden of Eden. Like we're here. I know that's a concept. It's an idea. It's It's very Judeo-Christian, and that doesn't have to be for everybody. It's what I understand. But like, this planet is paradise, and it's different everywhere. And no matter where I am, I see how amazing it is, or how amazing it could be. But I know I can't do all the work myself. But I've experienced so much positivity when I was alone, and that's usually when it was the strongest. But here, this looks like it's a result of all the work you've been putting into your own evolution and growth. A positive result or joyful message arrives and brightens your day. Once you receive it, you may want to pause for a moment to reflect on the people and things that matter most to you. Thank the universe for these gifts of love. Friends, family, community, country, world, universe. Is it not all important? Is it not all a blessing? Yeah, I've treated everything as a blessing as much as it hurt. I said, okay, well, I was meant to experience that so I can release it and know that that's not what I want to vibrate with. Whew. So yeah, the good news is you're on the right track. You've been on the right track. We all have been. Even the people that caused you harm, they're also on the right track. How else were you supposed to grow if they didn't do what they did? That's why you can forgive them and walk away. Politely, with kindness. Your third card, which would be your future energy, Michael Descent, joyful empowerment. Beyond fear, there is only love. So when you face all of your fears, pretty much the ugly truth about yourself and your relationships, don't be afraid of them. There's love. There's love there. And it's hard to love others that don't love themselves because they're still living in fear, and that's okay too. You have to let them do their thing and give them space. And you just hold space for them when they come to terms with themselves. They're going to want to talk to you again, and they're going to want to ask questions, and they're going to be like, why are you still nice to me? I'm like, because we're related. We're family. We all live on the same planet. This is our home. There's no point in fighting. There really is no point. I mean, you could play video games. You could do sports. Like, there's plenty of other ways to fight. I think wars could be settled by drumline, but that's just my opinion. I think the world can come up with better ways to settle disputes. My protective light surrounds you. Ooh, this is direct from Archangel Michael. His protective light surrounds you. Accept it and let it flow into your heart. May it bring you great joy and balance your body, mind, and perceptions. There is no separation, for we are one, just as heaven and earth are one. I am with you. I am a reflection of your soul. Let us celebrate the joy of living and embrace the totality of who we are, two souls within one beautiful spirit. You are much more than you know. You are the past, present, and future. Awaken to the joyful manifestation of empowerment that is your true essence, and you shall experience pure joy. Whew. Well, Archangel Michael is, I don't know how to put this, he's kind of a big deal. He is the archangel that I resonate most with, but I also research all of them. And yeah, he's coming here. He's been here the whole time. Everything is here the whole time. But that's a perspective that you're going to have to decide if that's right for you. But yeah, he's going to protect you. And after facing all of your fears, which you have, most of you have, this group looks like they've been facing their fears for quite some time and just believing that it's going to get better no matter how difficult it got. It just, you like, this is going to get better, and you have fought through some things. But you did it without violence. I learned something from Gandhi. The best way to create change for him was non-violent, non-consent. So it's, I do not consent to what's going on, but I'm not going to do anything violent to create that change. And that's it. That's all people have to do. And he made that happen. Quite impressive. I think we can do that simply by just chilling. And right now we have the opportunity to do so because everyone's pretty much on lockdown and in their homes. And I don't know, clean your room. That's actually a good place to start. Clean your space. Throw stuff out. The garbage is still working. Plumbing still works. Okay? Throw garbage out that you no longer need. And your card to sum up all this, I am Angel of Manifestation. Wealth. There is some wealth coming to group number 3. And wealth comes in many forms. A stream of liquid gold flows through my heart and thoughts. This is my true essence, which I love, accept, and share with others. Hmm. Uh, yeah. If you want to share something with others, share your inner child. That's actually going to be the most helpful. There's a lot of parents out there that don't know how to connect with their kids. It's because they don't know how to play with them. Parents need to learn how to be kids again, and it'll help. Just play. And playing is different for everybody. Sometimes it's drawing, sometimes it's sports, sometimes it's video games, sometimes it's playing Monopoly. Although Monopoly can cause many, many fights, so be careful about that one. Maybe stick with Uno. No, Uno can actually. Man. All right. If you guys can play games without arguing over who wins and loses, you'll be just fine. This card signifies spiritual and material wealth. Both are available to you, and both are necessary if you are to create the life you desire. To some, money and spirituality seem like a contradiction, yet nothing can be further from the truth. For money, just like spirit, is simply energy. It is neither good nor bad. You will attract wealth by doing what you love or working towards doing what you love, but you must learn to love and value money also, for if you don't, you will find yourself reluctantly chasing after it until you do. The angel on this card is holding a gold heart, a symbol of the love and wealth that is being offered to you. If you wish to accept and create wealth, then close your eyes for a moment and allow this beautiful energy to fill you. Spiritual wealth and material abundance are yours for the asking if you love it and value both. All they require is love. You can have a lot of money, and you can also possess a lot of spiritual wealth. There's nothing wrong with that. Stay balanced. No one has to be a martyr. Nobody has to intentionally live in poverty. No. When money comes to you, don't turn it down. That's all. Let it happen. Let it flow. Know what you're willing to do for it. Know what you're not willing to do for it. Establish within yourself, is this what I want? But don't turn down wealth when it comes to you from unexpected locations. Just, it's coming to you, let it happen, and trust that it's part of a process. That's all. But don't let money change you. When you get a substantial amount of money, that doesn't make you better than anybody else. And I know people say this all the time, but do they actually mean it? Do they truly believe that? This is your opportunity to prove that money will not change you. Whew. Yeah. I resonate highly with group number 3. I feel that all of us have been on this path for a while, and it was very abrupt. It was out of nowhere, and it kicked our ass. And it's going to be okay. I truly believe in my heart that everything is going to be just fine. So thank you for tuning into my channel. And yeah, I'm going to make more videos because you know what? This was a lot of fun. And I hope that these messages brought you either entertainment, they brought you comfort, they made you believe that for the time you listened to this video, that everything was okay in those moments. And right now, that's the best weapon you have against fear, stress, and anxiety, is to create calm moments for yourself and let the universe do its thing. That's what I've been doing for a while. And right now I'm safe. And I just shine love and light as best that I can without terrifying people with it. Bless all of you. Thank you for listening. And I look forward to making more videos like this.